Good afternoon, class. This is the continuation of our discussion yesterday in pre-calculus. Yesterday, we discussed the standard form of the equation of the circle. If the center of the circle has a value of h comma k, the equation or the standard form of the circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. If the center located at the center or at the origin, the center is 0, 0. And the equation is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Today, we will now solve or continue to solve in the standard form of the equation of the circle. Here, merong mga tips kung paano kunin yung radius kapag yung circle natin ay nakatouch sa or tangent to y-axis, tangent to x-axis. For letter A, a circle with center HK and tangent to the x-axis, the radius is equal to absolute k. If the tangent to y-axis, the radius is equal to absolute h. And for letter C, if the y variable have a value, to find the radius, we have r is equal to b minus k, and if the line x is equal to a or any value of x, to find the radius, we have r is equal to absolute a minus h. If given naman ang point and line, we can also compute the radius or distance. A circle with center HK, this is the point. And tangent to a line, this is the line. Yung AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. The radius can be computed using this formula. R is equal to D is equal to absolute AX plus BY plus C all over the square root of a squared plus b squared. Now, let's try to solve some example. Example number 1. The center 5, negative 6, tangent to y-axis. Nakatangent daw siya kay y-axis. Now, if nakatangent yan sa y-axis, yung x natin is equal to 0. Kapag y-axis pero kapag x-axis siya, yung y natin ay 0. And our center in this example is 5, negative 6. And our x is equal to 0 because tangent to y-axis. Here, stated in letter A, letter B rather, if the problem is tangent to y-axis, the radius is equal to absolute h. Therefore, our radius here is equal to absolute 5 or equal to 5. Kasi daw, kapag tangent to y-axis, ang radius daw natin ay si h ito. Nakuha. Now, paano natin makukuha ngayon yung standard equation ng circle? We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Given na yung center natin, right? X minus, what is our h? 5 squared plus y, what is our k? That is negative 6. Negative times negative 6, that is positive 6 na. Nakuha? Squared is equal to, what is our radius? Is equal to 5. 5 squared. Then, simplify x minus 5 squared plus y plus 6 squared is equal to, what is 5 squared? That is 25. Therefore, ito na yung final answer natin, or the standard equation if the center is 5, negative 6, tangent to y-axis. If we want to graph this problem, ganito yung itsura niya. Ayan. Diba? Stated in the problem, tangent to y-axis. Tingnan nyo, nag-touch siya dito. Ayan o, ayan. Nakikita nyo yun? O, yan, yan. Yung circle, nag-touch siya sa y-axis. Hindi sa x-axis. Dito sa x-axis, tingnan nyo, mayroon silang pagitan. Eh sabi nga sa problem, di ba? Tangent to y-axis. Ayan yung graph niya. Paano naman kapag tangent to the x-axis? Same problem. Find the standard equation rather, if the center is 5, negative 6, tangent to x-axis. Our center is 5, negative 6. Since tangent to x-axis, therefore our y is equal to 0. Stated here, if the circle is tangent to the x-axis, the radius is equal to absolute k. Therefore, our radius here is absolute negative 6 or equal to 6. Nakuha. Bakit hindi naging negative? Kasi naka-absolute. Kapag naka-absolute ang isang equation or expression, that is always positive. Now, let's now find the standard equation of the circle. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Since given na yung center, just substitute all the given data or information in the formula. X, what is our h? That is 5 squared plus y, that is negative 6 times negative, that is y plus 6 is squared is equal to 6 squared. Then simplify x minus 5 squared plus y plus 6 squared. What is 6 squared? That is 36. Therefore, this is the standard equation if the center 5, negative 6 tangent to x-axis. If we want to graph that, let's look like this. Nakuha. Nagtangent siya. Nagtangent na siya sa x-axis. Tingnan niyo dun sa y-axis. Hindi siya. Ano to? Secant. Ito kasi dalawang point yung nag-intersect sa kanya. Nakuha. That is the difference between a center tangent to y-axis and x-axis. Another example. Oh, what if um, the y-axis and x-axis ay meron ng value? Paano daw natin makukuha yung radius niya? Again, our center is 5, negative 6. And our y is equal to negative 3. Sabi dyan, if line y is equal to b, or kung si y daw ay merong numerical value, to find the radius is r is equal to absolute b minus k. Therefore, our radius is equal to absolute b minus k. Ano yung b natin? Yung b natin ay ang y din. Therefore, isubstitute lang yung b, negative 3 minus, what is our k? Negative 6. O that is positive. Ilan yan? Therefore, our radius is equal to, ilan yan? Negative plus 6. That is 3. Nakuha. Kapag may absolute again, the answer always equal to positive. Then, hanapin na natin yung standard equation. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Then, substitute x minus 5 squared plus y minus k squared is equal to 3 squared. We have x minus 5 squared plus y minus k. What is k? This is 6, right? Positive 6. This is positive 6. Nakuha. Is equal to 9. Therefore, this is the standard equation. If the center is equal to 5, negative 6, tangent to y is equal to negative 3. For example, number 4, find the standard equation if has a diameter with endpoints a, negative 1, 4, and b, 4, 2. Here, meron daw tayong circle. At ang diameter daw niya is, given yung endpoints nila ng diameter. This is A, and this is B. For A, we have negative 1 and 4. For B, we have 4 and 2. To find the center of this given problem, we need to use the midpoint formula. May dalawang points tayo. Itong una, pangalan natin yung x sub a, y sub a. This is x sub b, y sub b. Bakit b ang ginamit ko at a? Kasi yun yung point nila. Makuha, para hindi malito. Now, the formula of midpoint for x, we have x sub a plus x sub b is equal to 2. For the y, midpoint, we have y sub a plus y sub b is equal to 2. Then, substitute. Our x sub a is negative 1 plus our x sub b, that is 4, all over 2. Our x sub m, or the midpoint for x, is equal to 3 over 2. Negative 1 plus 4, that is 3 over 2. Next, for y, midpoint, y sub a, that is 4, plus y sub b is equal to 2, all over 2. Therefore, our y sub m, or the midpoint for y, is 6 over 2, that is 3. Therefore, the center is equal to 3 over 2, comma 3. Yan na yung center natin. At pwede natin pangalanan ito na x sub c para sa center and y sub c. Now, to find the radius, given the 2 points, kahit saang points ang gamitin natin. From center to point A or center from point B. But here, unahin natin gamitin yung point A. Now, to find the radius, we have to use the distance formula. Nakuha. Therefore, this is x sub A minus x sub C squared plus y sub A minus y sub C squared. What is our x sub A? That is negative 1. Negative 1 minus what our x sub C, that is 3 half squared, plus what is our y sub A, that is 4. What is the y sub C, that is 3 minus 3 squared. Then solve. If we use our calculator, input the negative 1 minus 3 over 2 parentheses squared. What is the value? That is 25 over 4. 25 over 4 plus what is 4 minus 3? 4 minus 3 squared. That is 1. This is 1. Then, using your calculator again, just input yung nasa loob ng square root lahat na yan. Using calculator, square root of fraction 25 all over 4 plus 1 is equal to the square root of 29 over 29 all over, or ang gawin na lang natin is i-compute muna natin yung nasa loob ng square root. Nakuha 25, hindi kayo mas malito, over 4 plus 1. That is 29 all over 4 is equal to the square root of 29 all over 4. That is our radius. R is equal to 29 all over 4. Ito na ba yun? Hindi pa. I-simplify pa yan natin. We have R squared both side yan, cancel, cancel. Therefore, we have R squared is equal to 29 all over 4. Ayan. Nakuha na natin yung radius. Now, i-compute na natin yung center. Ay ang standard equation. Para natin makukuha yun, we have Dito ko na lang ilagay x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. What is our h is x minus, ito yung natin, center, di ba? 3 half minus 3 over 2 squared plus y minus k, what is k is 3 squared is equal to, what is our r squared? Ayun na yung 29 over 4. Therefore, ito na yung sagot natin. Yan na yung standard equation kapag ang diameter has an endpoint -1 and 4 and b 4,